Why? So let's
Yeah.
repeat after me. Ah, bonjour. Répétez après moi.
Bonjour.
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 Bonjour, Anna. Par exemple. For example, there's a girl. The name is Anna. So I will say, bonjour, Anna. Ça va? Répétez après moi. Ça va? Repeat after me. Just you have to repeat after me.
Ça
Ça
va?
va? So with C, we have a half C. That's a half S. We can say that an opposite C. This C we called as sedai. This C we called as sedai. Okay. That C. For example, we have a C. Okay. On the below of the C, we have an opposite C like this. A like this. Okay. The sound is sir in French. The sound is sir. Is it clear to you? Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, let me rub this. So you have to repeat after me. Bonjour. Bonjour, Anna. Repeat after me.
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Bonjour,
Bonjour.
Anna.
Ça va? Répétez après moi.
Ça,
Ça
Ça
va?
va?
Ça va is something like, ça va is a very beautiful phrase, in French. If I will say, how are you? How are you? Is it fine? Is it fine? Ça va? Ça va? Répétez après moi. Ça va? So whenever I'm
Ça
raising a
va?
question like this, ça va?
mhm.
Sava can be a
Ça va.
question and Sava can be an
Mhm.
answer. The beautiful
Yeah.
things in French language, the beautiful things in French language, Sava can be a question. Like if I will say in informal version, ça va? Répétez après moi. Ça va? And my reply can be ça va? Ça va?
Ça va?
Ça va?
Yeah.
See, over here we have a tone of the language. If I say ça va? Répétez après moi. Ça va? I will say Sava. It means how are you? I am fine. Now, for example, say along Hindi. Along Hindi, in Hindi we have Hanji ठीक ठाक, Hanji ठीक है, ठीक है, ठीक है. We say in Hindi also ठीक है, हाँ ठीक है.
Mm-hmm.
So the same like Sava. Say Claire, Sava, Sava. Say
Ça
Claire.
va?
Tell me yes and no. Why?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Is it clear to you? Okay.
Yes.
Yes,
So
sir.
now répétez après moi. Bonjour Anna. Ça va?
Bonjour, Anna. Ça
Ça
va?
va? Ça va?
Ça va.
Ça va?
Mm-hmm.
Ça va et toi? Répétez après moi. Ça va et toi? Répétez
Et
après moi.
toi?
Et toi? A is my and. Literally meaning of et. Et. Et is my
Et
and. And. A. And we pronounce like A. Say Claire. We pronounce like
Yeah.
A.
et
C'est clair? Ça va et toi? Toi. Toi. Toi, we have informal version which is you. Toi.
You.
Toi.
Mm-hmm.
Toi. Tum. Is it clear to you? I will say, bonjour Anna. Ça va? I will say, ça va and you et toi. Répétez après moi. Ça va et toi. Répétez après moi. Ça va
ça
et
va?
toi.
Et toi?
C'est clair? Now répétez après moi. I will say, bonjour, bonjour, bonjour Anna. Ça va? I'm raising a question. Ça va?
Mm-hmm.
Ça va? And
Ça va.
Anna will
Yeah.
reply, oui,
Mm-hmm.
ça va. Oui, oui,
Yeah.
ça va.
Mm-hmm.
Ça va? Et toi? And you? Répétez après moi. Et toi? Répétez
Et
après
toi?
moi. Et toi? Et and. Et toi? And you? Et toi? C'est clair? D'accord? Ça va et toi? Répétez après moi. Bonjour, Anna.
Ça
Ça
va et
va?
toi?
Ça va et toi? C'est clair? Now, for example, what I will say? I will say, thank you, I'm good. Ça va? I will say, ça va, merci. Ça va, merci. Ça va, merci. Okay. Now, ça va. We use ça va as in 3 times. How? My first ça va is, how are you? My second ça va is, okay, and you. My third is, okay, thank you. Merci. Ça va, merci. Say Claire, tell me yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Claire, now répétez après moi. Bonjour Anna. Repeat after me. Bonjour Anna.
Bonjour, Anna.
Bonjour, Anna.
Ça va? Ça va?
Ça va.
Ça va?
Ça va et toi? I'm good and you? Ça va et toi? Répète après moi. Ça
Ça
va
va
et
et
toi?
toi?
Ça va, merci. Ça va?
Ça va, merci.
Merci. C'est clair. D'accord?
Yeah.
Why? Is it clear to you?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Is it clear to you? Now répète après moi, s'il vous plaît. Bonjour, bonjour. Répète après moi. Bonjour, bonjour.
Bonjour.
Bonjour, Anna. Repeat after me.
Bonjour.
Bonjour,
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 Anna.
Anna.
Bonjour.
Ça va? Ça va?
Ça
So,
Ça
va?
va? Ça va et toi? Ça va?
Ça
Ça va
va
et
et
toi?
toi?
Ça va, merci. Is it clear to you?
Ça va, merci. Yes, sir.
Okay. So now, for example, if I ask to you, Bonjour, Manfred, ça va? So what you will say, Manfred? Ça va et toi?
Ça va et toi?
Because now this is my informal conjugation. Toi. Toi is my informal conjugation. Is it clear to you? I will explain to you formal conjugation also. This is my informal conjugation. C'est clair? D'accord? Why? Uh-huh.
Oui.
Okay.
yeah.
Now, for example, I will say, Bonjour, monsieur. Répétez après moi. Bonjour. Bonjour, monsieur. Répétez après moi. Bonjour,
Bonjour,
monsieur.
monsieur.
Luca. So this name of the person, Luca. I will say, Bonjour. Bonjour, monsieur Luca. Okay. Or maybe bonjour, monsieur. Anything. Okay. Bonjour, monsieur Sahil. Bonjour, monsieur Summer. Okay. Bonjour, monsieur. Vous allez bien? Now. Répétez après moi. Vous allez bien. Yes, in French language, we have a lot of ways to ask how are you. Now, first thing, very important to understand. You will say, have you done aller verb? Have
Yes,
you done
sir.
aller verb yesterday? Tell me the
Oui.
conjugation of aller verb. What is the conjugation of aller verb? Tell me. Je vais,
Je vais.
je
Je
vais,
vais.
clair, tu
Yeah.
vas,
Elle va.
Mm.
okay.
Yeah, tu vas. Elle va. Nous
Il,
allons.
elle va, very
Vous,
good. Nous allons, clair.
vous allez.
Vous allez, c'est clair.
Elles vont.
And ils, elles vont. C'est clair. D'accord? Why? Mhm. Now, for example, if we ask something like, how are you? I am fine. And you, in terms of greetings, like, how are you doing? In that case, how are you doing? Claire? So what is my ismr verb? Tell me. What is my ismr verb? We have done yesterday. Ismr verb is my actor.
Yeah.
Claire? Ismr verb is my word. Actor is my ismr verb. Say Claire to be. Why?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So tell me my actual conjugation. What is my actual conjugation? Tell me.
It's je suis.
Very good. C'est très bien. So I will say je suis, tu es, tu
Mhm.
es. Remember,
Elle
we have
est.
done yesterday class, Summer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why? So so
Mhm.
répétez après, repeat it please. Répétez s'il vous plaît. Je
Je
suis,
suis.
tu
Je
es,
suis.
Tu es.
elle
Elle
est,
est.
nous sommes,
Nous sommes.
vous
Vous
êtes,
êtes.
ils,
Vous êtes.
elles
Elles sont.
sont. C'est clair. But over here,
Mhm.
over here, if I'm asking like, how are you doing? Now, it is very important to understand. In case of your greetings, like, how are you doing? How are you? I am fine. I am okay. Are you okay? In that type of greetings, we have to use ale verb. That's a rule. I cannot use active verb. How are you doing? You will say, how are you doing? We will use active verb. No, that's a rule because my language is related to the Hindi. Why? और क्या चल रहा है लाइफ में कहते हैं हम और क्या चल रहा है लाइफ में
Mhm.
इट मींस आई एम यूजिंग चलना वर्ब सो आई इज माय वर्ब टू गो इज इट
Yeah.
क्लियर टू यू बहुत बढ़िया चल
Yeah.
रहा है लाइफ में सो दिस इज अ सेंस ऑफ द लैंग्वेज we cannot translate the language from literally translate from English to French now because in English we have how are you doing how are you but in Hindi we have और क्या चल रहा है in French again we have to we cannot use in terms of. Is it clear to you? Vous comprenez? Is it clear to you? What I'm
Mhm.
trying to say you is, in case of how are you, now for example, I'm saying over here, vous allez bien. Vous allez bien.
Bien.
Now, bien is literally meaning of bien is good. Literally meaning of bien is good. Bien.
Yes,
Good.
sir.
C'est après moi. Bien. I cannot say you are fine. I cannot say you are is what? Who's that? What is my you are? Tell me.
You, that is,
There
uh,
we have ether conjugation, right?
mhm.
So what is my ether conjugation of who? Who's that?
Vous êtes.
We cannot say vous êtes bien. That's a wrong French. So it is just you have to understand, in case of your greetings like how are you, we have to use aller conjugation. Vous allez bien. Vous allez is you are fine. Is it clear to you? Tell me yes or no. Say
Mhm.
clear. If I will say I am fine, for example, I will say I am fine. I cannot say je suis bien because I am is je suis. No. I'm say हाँ
Mhm.
बढ़िया चल रहा है je suis, because we have to use aller conjugation. Say clear. Tell me yes or no.
Yeah.
Say clear, mademoiselle et monsieur.
Yes,
Say
sir.
clear.
Yes,
Why?
sir. Clear.
Okay. So let's go for a conversation, a small theater. Okay. So repeat after me. Bonjour, monsieur.
Bonjour,
Bonjour,
monsieur.
Bonjour,
monsieur.
monsieur. Now I will say, vous allez bien? Are you fine? Vous allez bien?
Bien.
C'est clair. Vous allez bien? C'est clair. And you will say, très bien. Very good. Repeat after me. Très.
Yeah.
Très
Très
bien.
bien.
Très
Très
bien.
bien. I cannot say et toi. Toi is my informal conjugation. Toi is my informal conjugation. Over in the top of that, we have used vous, aap, vous. So I will say et vous. Instead of toi, I will say and aap, et vous. Très bien. Très, we have a e graph. Say Claire, très.
Clear.
Is it clear to you? So repeat after
Yes, sir.
me. Bonjour, monsieur. Répétez après moi. Bonjour, monsieur.
Bonjour, monsieur.
Vous allez bien. Répétez après
Vous
moi.
allez bien?
Très bien. Très bien.
Très bien.
And you, et vous, et vous, et vous.
Et vous?
Et vous, je vais bien. I'm okay. Je vais bien. C'est clair. D'accord.
Yeah.
Why? Is it okay, Manpreet?
Yes, sir.
Why? Summer?
Yeah. Yes,
Okay,
sir.
all right. Now we say au revoir, au revoir, au revoir. Au revoir is bye bye. Au revoir is bye bye. Is it clear to you?
Mhm.
What is it?
Now repeat after me. Hello. Repeat after me. Hello, Eric. Eric is the name of
Hello,
the
Eric.
person. Hello is
Hello,
Mhm.
name.
Eric.
So I will say, hello, Eric. Repeat after me. Hello, Eric. Hello,
Hello,
Eric.
Eric.
Say, Lily. Say. I will explain to what is say. Say, Lily. This is Lily. Say. Say. Sir is basically my this. Sir. Sir is basically my this. Sir is
This.
to this. So I will say, this is Lily. So, EST, because we have H conjugation. LLA, have you done? LLA, EST. Say Claire. Why?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Over here, the this is Lily. He's saying, hello, hello, Eric. This is Lily. Now, this is my sir. Claire,
Mhm.
Claire. So over here we
Yeah.
have is. So Lily is conjugate with il and l conjugation because this is a noun. So say Lily because we have a two vowels together. So one vowel would be apostrophe. So he will say, hello Eric, say Lily. This is Lily. Is it clear to you? Tell me yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Is it clear to you? Now, this is an informal conjugation. Now, Manpreet, for example, you say to Summer, hello Summer, here,
Mhm.
this is Lily. So what you will say in French? Tell me. बोलो मनप्रीत. Alo summer. Say Manpreet.
Alu summer.
Say
Say.
Manpreet. Is it
Say
clear?
Manpreet.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Claire. फिर आप पूछोगे
Yeah.
because you are a friend. So it can be a informal conjugation. Chua. What is chua? You tell me. Chua is my ale verb. Informal conjugation. Chua. You go. Chua.
Yeah.
Claire.
Mm-hmm.
They will say tu vas bien. Tu vas bien. It means you are fine. Tu vas
Mm-hmm.
bien. Is it clear to you?
Yeah.
Okay. फिर आप बोलोगे समर oui ça va oui ça va I'm
Oui,
okay
ça
oui
va.
ça va et
Mm-hmm.
toi oui ça va et toi c'est clair. Tell me yes and no.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Répétez après moi. Au revoir. Bye bye. Okay. Allô Eric, c'est Lily. C'est Lily. Tu vas bien? Ouais. Ça va? Et toi? C'est clair. Tell me yes and no.
Mm-hmm. Clear.
Is it clear to you?
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
sir.
So what is the pronunciation of first one? Like Orier?
Okay.
Or
Au revoir.
Oria?
Au
Orava?
revoir. C'est clair?
Or
Okay. Because
clear.
OI sound is
Mm-hmm.
va. Au revoir. C'est clair? D'accord? Ouais.
Yeah.
Now, répétez après moi. S'il vous plaît. Répétez après moi. S'il
s'il vous
vous
plaît.
plaît. Very important. S'il vous plaît. Literally meaning of s'il vous plaît is please. S'il vous plaît. Répétez après moi. S'il vous,
S'il vous
I, we
plaît.
have a circumflex that hurt.
Yes,
S'il
sir.
vous plaît. Répétez après moi. S'il vous plaît is please. The literal meaning of s'il vous plaît is please. Is it clear to you? Clear?
Yeah.
Is it clear to you? Okay.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
sir.
Now, for example, I will explain to you one more thing over here. Répétez après moi. Rendez-vous. Répétez après moi. I will give you some words also. Rendez-vous. Répétez après moi. Rendez-vous.
Rendezvous.
Ron, en sound is on. Répétez après moi. En sound is on. On.
Un. Un.
On.
Un.
And ez sound is a. So over here we have en sound is on and ez sound is a. Rendezvous. Rendezvous is my, that's your reunion appointment. We have a rendezvous. Like if you say, I have some appointment. Okay, so we'll use the verb that word rendezvous, which is your appointment. Appointment. Rendezvous. C'est clair. D'accord? Why?
Mm-hmm.
Is it clear to you?
Rendezvous.
Why?
Yeah.
Now, repeat after me. S'il te plaît. Now, s'il te plaît. Répétez après moi. Because
S'il
I'm
te
giving
plaît.
something which is, it will increase your oral. S'il te plaît. S'il te plaît is my informal please. I will say s'il te, informal please. And if I will say
Yeah.
s'il vous plaît, vous, up, this is my formal please. Is it clear to you?
Yes,
Répétez
sir.
après moi.
Yeah.
S'il te plaît, c'est clair. S'il vous plaît. Is it clear to you?
S'il vous plaît.
Why? Is it clear to you? So now
Yes,
repeat.
Yes.
sir.
Just you have to repeat after me. La semaine. Sorry, la semaine. That's a feminine. La
Mm-hmm.
semaine. Répétez après moi. La semaine.
La
Semaine.
semaine.
La. Now what is la? I will explain to you. Very important thing. It's very important. Semaine is basically your week, week, Monday, Tuesday. Okay, semaine. Now,
Yeah.
it is very important to understand, like in English, okay, we have an article the, right? And we have an article a. So the can be a definite article, we can say, and a can be a indefinite article, a and. Okay? Why? Now, in English, we have the, right? If I will say the girl, the boy, class, okay, uh, anything. It could be my with male, boy, girl, female, and girls, plural. plural,
Yeah.
and boys plural. My the is the only the girls, the girl, the boy, the boys. But in French, it is not like that. It is very important to understand now. In French language, very important to understand. In French language, we have three type of the. Répétez après moi. Le, la, les. C'est clair. Tell me. Le,
Lalu.
la, les.
Mhm.
Répétez après moi, s'il vous plaît.
Le,
Le, la,
la,
les.
le.
Le is used for masculine, Claire. La is used for feminine, and les is used for plural. Repeat after me. Repeat after me, please. In French,
Mhm.
basically, répétez après moi. In French, basically, we have three type of the. Is it clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Le,
Yes.
la, les. C'est clair. Is it clear to you? So, le is used for what? Masculine. Claire. La is used for feminine. Say Claire.
Mhm.
Okay. And les is used for plural.
Plural.
Is it clear to you?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Now, for example, if I will say the book, very important to understand. Very important. The book. It is very important to understand. Book we called as livre.
Livre.
Live.
We called as livre. Répétez après moi. Book we called
Live.
as c'est clair.
Livre.
D'accord? And book is always masculine in French. Book is always masculine in French. So I will say le livre,
Le.
the
Le
book.
livre.
C'est clair. D'accord? But if I will
No.
say the books, as I conveyed to you,
Les bou- les livres.
exactement,
Mhm.
Les
les
livres.
livres
Livre.
Livre.
avec S, with
Mhm.
S. C'est clair. D'accord? Why? Is it clear to you?
Yes,
Claire?
sir.
Mhm. Yeah.
Now, for example, if I will say table, let me write it down over here. For example, if we have a table, table we call as table. Table
Table.
we called as table.
Table.
And table is always female in French. Table is always female in French. So I will say the table, that is la table. C'est clair? D'accord? Why?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Why, Summer? Wait.
Yes.
If I will say the tables, the
Les
tables.
tables.
Is it clear to you?
Mhm.
1 second, huh? Okay. If I will say the tables, right? So I will say les tables. C'est clair. Tell me yes and no.
Yes, sir.
Is it clear to you? Why? So basically, the concept of my definite articles, which is the, what is my article of the? We have three type of article in French language. Repeat after me. Le, la,
Le. La.
les.
Les.
C'est clair. Tell me yes or no.
Le.
Sir.
Is it
Yes, sir.
clear to you? Why?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Okay. Now, for example, now we have, okay, let me drop this. Now, for example, we have a and an also. Claire? Because that's an also an article, indefinite article, a and. Claire? Is it clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Comprenez Manpreet a summer? Is it clear to you?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Clear? Now, for example, if I will say a book, a, now, a. Now we have un, répétez après moi, un, une,
Un.
Mhm.
une, répétez après
Mhm.
moi,
Une.
un, une, des. Répétez après moi, s'il vous plaît. Un,
A,
une,
une,
des.
de,
Répétez après moi. Le, la, le, la,
la,
les.
les.
So basically, if we have a three type of le, la, le. Répétez après moi. Le, la,
La,
le.
les.
So le, la, le is my the. Un, une, they is my a and they is my some. Now, for example, they, if I will say, what is they? Now, un, we use for masculine, clair. Une, we use for feminine. If you have a boy,
Mhm.
a girl, une. But what is they? They is, we say, some boys, some girls, some apples.
Yeah.
Whenever we are not sure for the quantity, that is they. That is also an indefinite article, indefinite. Whenever we are not sure for the quantity, they. Is it clear to you? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Now, for example, if I will say a book. Now you know book is my liver and my liver is my male. I will say un liver. Say clear. Is it
Mhm.
clear to you? Why? Is it
Yes.
clear to you?
Yes, sir.
If I will say a table, table is my table. But now you know the table is my feminine, that is un table.
Uniform.
Say clear. Is it clear to you?
Mhm. Yeah.
Is it clear to you? Clear?
Yes, sir.
So these are the articles, and definitely we'll do a lot of exercises for the articles. But it is just I just want to explain to you. Like we have un, le, la, le, un, une, de. Répétez après moi, s'il vous plaît. It's very important to understand. Répétez après moi. Le,
Le,
la,
la, les,
le, clair. Okay. And un,
un, une,
une,
de.
de. Is it clear to you? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Now, for example, if I will say the week, the week, I will say la because week is my feminine. La semaine.
Mhm.
Is it clear to you? La
Yes, sir.
semaine. Now, répétez
Semaine.
après
Come
moi.
here. Mhm.
Lundi, repeat after me. Lundi,
Lundi,
mardi, répétez après moi. Mardi,
Mardi,
ma-
mercredi,
mercredi,
répétez après moi.
mercredi,
Mercredi, répétez après moi. Lundi, mardi, mercredi.
mercredi,
Jeudi, vendredi,
lundi,
samedi, dimanche. Répétez
jeudi,
après moi, s'il vous
samedi,
plaît. Lundi, mardi,
mardi,
mercredi,
mercredi,
jeudi, vendredi,
jeudi,
samedi,
vendredi,
dimanche. Samedi, dimanche.
samedi,
Dimanche. Now,
dimanche,
Monday, lundi, Tuesday, mardi,
mhm,
mercredi, Wednesday, jeudi, Thursday,
Thursday,
vendredi, Friday, samedi, Saturday, dimanche, Sunday. Now repeat after
Sunday,
me. Lundi,
lundi,
mardi,
ma-
mardi,
mercredi,
mercredi,
jeudi,
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 mardi,
vendredi, samedi,
vendredi,
Sunday,
samedi,
samedi.
dimanche.
dimanche.
Is it clear to you?
Yes.
Clear? Why? So repeat after me. Let's make a song. Lundi, mardi, mercredi, jeudi, vendredi, samedi, dimanche. Repeat after me. Repeat like this. Bolo. Lundi,
Lundi,
mardi,
mardi,
mercredi,
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 jeudi,
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 vendredi,
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 samedi,
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 dimanche.
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 Is it clear to you? Why?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, let's recap that we have done. Repeat after me. Bonjour, Anna. Repeat after me.
Bonjour, Anna.
Bonjour, Anna.
Bonjour.
Okay. Bonjour, monsieur. Répétez après moi. Bonjour,
Bonjour,
monsieur.
monsieur.
Bonjour, monsieur. Claire. Bonjour, madame.
Bonjour, merci.
Bonjour, madame.
Bonjour, madame.
C'est Claire. OK. Bonjour. Au revoir. Répétez après moi. Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Claire.
Bonjour.
Ça va? I'm asking to you. Ça va? See, I'm raising a question to you. Ça va?
Ça va?
I'm raising a question.
Ça va?
Ça va? What you will say? Ça va, merci. Répétez après moi. Ça va, merci.
Ça va,
Ah,
merci.
thank you. Ça va, merci. Ça va? Répétez après moi. Ça va? Ça va, merci.
Ça
Is
va?
it clear to you? Claire? Then I can raise a question like this. Tu vas bien? Tu vas bien? Répétez après moi. Tu vas bien? Tu vas?
Très
Vas-tu?
bien.
Oui, très bien. D'accord, exactement. C'est très bien, monsieur. Tu vas bien? Oui, très bien. Oui, très bien. Et toi? Et toi? So we
Et
have
toi?
très, we have single like this, simple, et très bien. Vous allez bien? I'm asking to you. Vous allez bien? Vous allez bien?
Vous allez bien?
Vous allez bien?
C'est clair. Vous allez bien? Why? Et vous?
Yeah.
Simple. Yes. And you? Et vous? C'est clair.
Yeah.
Tell me yes and no. C'est clair?
Yes, sir.
D'accord? Now, repeat after me. Bonjour, madame. Bonjour, madame.
Bonjour, madame.
Votre nom,
Bonjour,
s'il vous
madame.
plaît. I'm asking, votre nom. Repeat after me. Votre nom, s'il vous plaît. Votre nom, s'il vous plaît. Votre nom. No is my name. I'm asking to you. Your name, please. I'll say, bonjour, madame. Your name, please. Votre. Votre is my your. Votre. Votre nom, s'il vous plaît. Répétez après moi. Votre nom, s'il vous plaît.
Votre nom,
Your name,
s'il vous plaît.
please. Okay, now. It's very important to understand now. Very important to understand. Okay. The moment you want to explain your name, very important. And it is, yes, very, very important. The moment you want to explain your name, say Claire, d'accord? So in that case, we have to use
Yes, oui.
s'appeler. We have verb s'appeler. I will explain to you. Now, we have a verb which is s'appeler. Répétez après moi.
S'appeler.
S'appeler. S'appeler, the literal meaning of s'appeler is to call oneself. S'appeler is to call oneself. So, we have a conjugation of s'appeler. S'appeler. Répétez après. I will explain to you the conjugation of s'appeler also, but it is just you repeat after me. S'appeler. Now, what is s'appeler? I will explain to you. As I already explained to you, like in French language, we have three type of verbs. One is ending from er, one is ending from ir, Claire, and one is ending from re. Say Claire.
R-E.
Say Claire.
Yes, sir.
Basically, repeat after me. In French, we have three type of verbs. One is ending from er,
E-R.
one is ending from ir,
I-R.
one is ending from re. Say Claire.
R-E.
D'accord? Why? Now.
Yeah.
We have a verb format again. Apsaple is again ending from er. Say Claire, this is my er ending verb. But there are some verbs. Répétez après moi. Some verbs. There are some verbs which we called as reflexive verbs. Répétez après moi. There are some words.
Reflexive.
There are some verbs which we called as reflexive verbs.
Reflexive.
Reflexive verbs. It means, mademoiselle et monsieur, the things you're doing to yourself, to call oneself. One is to call oneself, to take a bath to oneself. Claire, take a bath to myself, you take a bath to yourself, oneself, yourself. So there's some verbs wherein we have pattern of oneself. Stay Claire. This is the verbs which we called as reflexive verbs. And now, if you have pattern of oneself to call oneself, that verbs is always starting from so. Is it clear to you?
So,
because
Okay.
there are some verbs which we have to again practice for this. Whose those are the verbs. We have a 20-25 verbs. We have more than 20-30 verbs. The main verbs. We have a lot of verbs, obviously, every the more, but we have main verbs wherein we have, you know, the starting like this. I call myself. You call yourself. So yourself. Now, for example, we have verb parler. Parler is to simple to speak. It's not to speak oneself. No, to speak. But there's some pattern like appeler. We have to use sir, and because we have a vowel that is sa, sapele. Why sir? Because apple verb is conjugate with the format of oneself and yourself. Say Claire, the verb for conjugating the formula of oneself, you will come to know slowly and gradually. This is my sir verbs, and we call it as reflexive verbs. Say Claire, that good?
Yeah.
Is it clear to you? Tell me yes or no.
Yes, sir.
I understand maybe it will be tough for you, but yes, slowly and gradually you will come to know. And don't worry. Entire session is under recording again. We'll share the recording and you can see the session again. Say clear. Is it clear to you till?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I'm going to send you a different link. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm just going to send you a different link. Okay, just join this link. Why?
Okay.